Hey friends, it's that time of year again when our thoughts and our taste turn to those beautiful and delicious summer salads. I'm Mel and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm sharing the ultimate summer salads video, and I'll be using all my favorite knives from Roma Cutlery. Plus they have a great offer for you today. I'll tell you all about it in a bit. So buckle up, and not a one of these salads sucks. Let's get started. I could not wait to recreate this salad. I had something very similar to this at a local restaurant, and I knew we could enjoy this over and over again at home. I've just got a romaine head here, and if you've been here before, you know I'm a double washer. I'll wash it before I cut it, then I'll wash my lettuce again and spin it out super dry. I already have some black beans and some corn rinsed and drained over here. And these are our little suspects here that we need to dice up. I've got an avocado. Should be nice and ripe. I'm always scared of doing this, but it came right out. I had to keep my big mouth shut during that part where I cut it. That always makes me nervous. I'm afraid I'm going to go through. And you can tell I'm no expert at this, but I get the job done. Once I get it out, if I like it a little bit smaller, I'll just go ahead and chunk it up a little bit more. And I'm just doing one little Roma tomato. That would be plenty for me because Patrick does not really like tomato anyway. And I could not remember if my salad had cucumbers on it. I don't think it did. I think the avocado was the only like green thing on it. But I had plenty of these mini cucumbers left, so I just decided we'd put one of these on here. We all love cucumber around here. Let's very thinly slice this chicken up. Then we'll build us some salads. Start with a nice big bed of lettuce. This one is Patrick's, so I'm laying down this entire chicken breast here for him. Let's start with the green. Elephant in the room. I'm going to put him a little bit of avocado. He probably won't eat that, but he might not see it since it's green. Then let's put a little green over here. These are cucumbers. He'll eat those for sure. Now let's go with some bright colors here. Let's put a little red onion down at this end. Then let's just put him the slightest amount of tomato there. He may not see it and he might just eat it. Now let's put some black beans right in here. And last but not least, let's put him a little corn right over here in this corner. Oh wait, I forgot his little treat. Let's garnish it with a little bit of Fritos for a crunch. Let's see if I have room for some cheese. That'll make him happy. We can also hide that avocado with it. And they put a little barbecue sauce over the chicken. This is sriracha and roasted garlic from Trader Joe's. We haven't tried this yet, and he probably won't like this part because the barbecue is supposed to be subtle. Your chicken's not getting baptized, it's just getting sprinkled. I don't care who you are. This right here looks like a good salad. This has everything and anything you could want in it. He's a lucky man. He may not know it, but he is a lucky man. Look at that. Oh, this is my love language. I love, you know that, I love cooking for people, but I swear, I think of all the things I make, if I make you a big old salad like this, I love you. This is my love language. Making big, beautiful salads.
Oh, wow. That's got a lot on it. It looks good, too.
You like that?
I do. It's real good.
You think you'll eat that?
I will. I might put some of that sriracha on it.
That is on it. Well, not the sriracha pepper, but that's your, whatever that, Trader Joe's barbecue.
Looks good. Thank you.
You want some of this dressing?
Yeah, put some on it.
Let's see how much dressing he puts on there.
Don't.
Is it going to
Why
be...
did you put some tomatoes on there?
What'd you say?
Tomatoes.
You'll be fine. There's just a couple. I know you don't like tomatoes, but with everything else on there, I think you can eat them.
Let's just do that.
Don't do that.
You know I don't eat
I
them.
know you don't, but I thought you might if there's just a couple.
Well, there's just a couple to take off.
Don't be like that.
Well, you know, good and well.
Let's see. Is it going to be YouTube appropriate amount of dressing?
Nope.
Nope. People on YouTube like to boss you around about how much dressing you put on your
Well,
salads.
They can eat just however little they want on theirs.
That's
I'm
right.
eating mine the way I like it.
That's right. Well, you did end up baptizing yours. It was just supposed to be sprinkled with barbecue sauce. Just take you a big bite there and let us know what you think. Oh, you're just doing chicken.
That's good.
All you got's barbecue sauce.
Mm-mm. That chicken's good. Usually
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
like it cold, but that's good.
Well, it's supposed to be cold on there. Like, you have a million little flavors around there to dig into. You can mix it all together or spread it apart or just do whatever you want to. Got Fritos in there, too. I thought you might like that.
Is this one you said was viral?
No, this is not the viral one. I haven't done it yet, but we'll see if we like it. You liking everything so far? Good deal. Well, what can I say? He is a man of few words, but I did want to take just a minute and show you this chicken and how I did prep this for the week. It's very handy to have on hand for lots of different things. And I ended up finding me 2 packs of thin sliced, boneless, skinless chicken breast. They were both about $7.60 or 50 cents each for the big pack. And this pack I've already opened and used out of. There's 2 or 3 pieces left. But you can see I got quite a savings on these. Normally $11.50 something. And I've shown you a bunch of times how I prep it in the crock pot. Now I'm going to show you a different way to prep that I also like to do, especially in the summer when I'm eating a lot of different chicken salads. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is just pour a little bit of oil on each of these, just a little. Sometimes I'll use melted butter, but I'm just going to brush that out a little bit. Just kind of gives it a little bit of something to help all the seasoning stick to, and it helps it brown up a little bit. The first seasoning I'm going in with is a little bit of black pepper on each one of these. Then I'm going to use my Auntie-No-No seasoning. This is a blend of salt, garlic, and onion powder. Then, especially on chicken, this sounds weird, but I love this seafood seasoning from Auntie-No-No's too. It has some lemon in it, but see that orange? That is paprika, and it has just a touch of brown sugar, and I love this on my chicken. Now we're going to flip these big boys over, and we're going to do the same thing to the other side. And don't you worry one little bit if you don't have these exact seasoning blends that I'm using. Use whatever blends you have. Just read the ingredients. I'm sure they have a lot of the same things in them. And I'll also leave a recipe linked down below where you can use individual seasonings to make up this very same little mixture that I put on here. I have my oven preheated to 425 degrees, and I'm going to put these in for about 20 minutes. I told you they're really thin, but I prefer to cook mine a little bit higher temperature, a little bit quicker. I feel like it makes it brown and it locks in the flavor. This is just a great all-purpose way of seasoning up and cooking up chicken for anything you might want to use it in. And I'll probably take a couple of these biggest breasts and kind of shred them up, and I'll just put them in the freezer. And then anytime I need some shredded chicken for a casserole or recipe, I'll have it on hand. Now let's make a cornbread salad. First word in cornbread salad is cornbread. I love this. If you have been here, you've seen me use this a bunch of times. I'm just making this just according to the package directions. Feel free to use a regular cornbread mix, whatever you normally make cornbread out of, but you just need about an 8x8 pan of cornbread. And I'm going to warn you right now, I'm making about half the size of this recipe that I'll have listed below because this thing makes a lot. I am just eyeballing this recipe. I have my cornbread all baked off, and I'm just kind of rough chopping it with the spatula here into cubes. This definitely does not have to be perfect. You want it little bite-sized pieces, and this has cooled a good bit. And then I'm going to flip it out into a 9x13 pan. Oh, I have a little stickage here. And I'm just going to go ahead and chunk mine up a little bit smaller. And I know this doesn't look like much cornbread for this big dish, but trust me, all of that and more is going to be in here with this. And I've made this salad a time or two because we love it. I like to take it to Granny's on Sunday when there's plenty of people to eat it because it makes so much. All right, that looks good to me. Let's get to chopping. We do have a number of things we need to get diced up. I didn't have big bell peppers, like a big red one, but I did have plenty of these little mini bell peppers from where I'm making another salad. So I'm just going to use these in my cornbread salad. I like a lot of green onion in mine, and I like the white and the green part of the onion. When I was growing up, I can remember in the summer and garden season, my mama and daddy would always have a little stalk of green onion on the side of their plate at supper, especially if we were having pinto beans, and they would eat that thing from one end to the other. I have a feeling I will just need about this much of this cucumber. But something I like to do with my cucumbers is take my peeler and just kind of go around and leave a little bit of green on it. Makes it kind of a little bit decorative, and then when you slice it off, like if you're going to use it on a vegetable platter or something, it just makes a cute little design on it. And I'm a cucumber lover from way back. I like them peel on, peel off, however, but these are going to be buried down in here, and some people are funny about the peeling on cucumbers, so I'm just going to go ahead and peel it all the way and dice it up. Roma tomatoes just do great in this salad. They hold up really, really good in here. And this is not the kind of salad that you can have laying around forever. You know, a couple days tops in the refrigerator. You could make this like in the morning and then eat it in the evening. It's good to take to a potluck. But you just can't have it laying around forever. It's not really good like that. Last but not least is this giant head of romaine lettuce. We probably won't use all of it, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it all up and wash it, and we'll have it for anything else we need it for. And I believe we've established earlier, I'm a double washer and spinner when it comes to my lettuce. It will just last so much longer if you do it that way. Now look how good and dry that lettuce is. That was double washed. Just taking the time to spin it out really does prolong the life of your lettuce. I threw mine in here so I can grab it easy and get it on the salad, but whatever I have left over, I like to actually store it in a big gallon-sized freezer bag in my crisper, and I'll put a paper towel in it, and that really helps prolong the life too. Now finally, let's build our salad. We've got our cornbread. I'm using black beans here, rinsed and drained. Most of the time I use Pintos, but I had this can that I just opened to use a little bit of in a salad the other night. Same thing with the corn. This is that from the other night. Super sweet whole kernel corn, drained. Now we're going to spread our tomatoes out. And I didn't put quite as many red bell pepper. You could definitely use orange. That would be pretty in here, wouldn't it? Now our cucumbers. Look how this is filling up. You can definitely make this in a trifle dish, especially if you're doing like the whole recipe. Can you believe this is not the whole recipe? It fills up one of them trifle dishes beautifully. Now's our red onion. This might not be something you want to eat on date night. I put a lot of red onion in mine. I think onions are good for you though. Now we're going to take just a break from our veggies and we're going to pour this dressing right over the top. And the dressing is just about 3/4 of a cup of ranch dressing out of a bottle, and our favorite bottled barbecue sauce, about 1/4 cup of that. Now we're just going to take us a nice bit of romaine. Look how pretty and green that is. We're not done yet. We can't have a salad without some cheddar cheese, can we? Not in this town. No. I'm going to put just a little bit of these real bacon pieces on here. I'm not a huge fan of my bacon getting cold and soggy in here. You can definitely fry you up some and put it in here, but you know, I've done enough today. I've done enough. I couldn't fry any bacon. I was getting over it. Then we're going to put those green onions right over the top. I hope that you've enjoyed the few little tips I threw in this video about how to store your veggies and different things I do with them, because I get a lot of questions, especially in the summer, about my salads, because I do make a lot of them. I like a side salad with just anything. It's a great veggie and it's very customizable, so I thought that might help. Now just take you a piece of this crazy cling wrap, but we're just going to cover this. Put it in the refrigerator. Lord, this thing weighs 500 pounds. Everything should be nice. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, this is the most important step. I almost forgot it. You want to squish all this down. Number one, you might have to, because it may not fit. But number two, you just want everything to get like mushed together. Okay, let's put it in the fridge. Cornbread doused in your dressing. I see corn, cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers, beans, cheese, lettuce, everything. Onions. You've got to give this one a try. This is perfect for Memorial Day cookouts and parties. Just that fresh bite that everyone needs. And look here, you can feed an army, a literal army, with this. I have a plate full and it doesn't even look like I've made a dent. Do yourself a favor and give this one a try. In a video all about salads, you know the star of the show is a good set of knives. And if you've watched my channel for any amount of time at all, you will have seen today's sponsor nearly every week. That'd be Rita Cutlery. Their knives are the workhorses of my kitchen, and I thank them so much for sponsoring today's video. Rita knives are 100% made in the USA since 1948 with a lifetime guarantee. The blades are crafted from surgical quality, high carbon stainless steel, and they make a great gift that'll get decades of daily use. The blades are super sharp. They make quick and easy work, and they're so comfortable in my hands. They're the perfect size for me in my home kitchen. In addition to their amazing cutlery, they also offer gift sets, quick mixes, and utensils. I remember my mama always used Rita knives in her kitchen, and she made sure I had some in my first kitchen too. The starter gift set includes all 7 items you've seen me using today, and these are the ones that I always reach for first in my kitchen. This set makes a great gift for Father's Day, weddings, housewarmings, or if you've never used a Rita knife, it's the perfect time to treat yourself. Use the link in my description box and the promo code MOMMAMAIL10 and you'll get 10% off your next purchase. You're going to love these 100% American-made, lifetime guaranteed knives. Again, just use the link that's listed below in my description box and the promo code MOMMAMAIL10 to get 10% off your next order. It's 7:30 on a Monday night. We're living life on the wild side. We're going to try the new viral TikTok cucumber and mini pepper salad. I'm going to take 2 mini cucumbers and slice them super thin in the bowl. I'm going to do the same with a red, yellow, and orange mini pepper. I might end up using 2. Joining the party. Sprinkling a little bit of this everything bagel seasoning. Just drizzling a little bit of this honey ginger dressing. And I understand that the star of the show is this Trader Joe's crunchy chili onion oil. We'll just give this all a nice mix. That looks beautiful and it smells delicious. You guys know these are not my regular flavors I go to. I'm not really one that eats a lot of spicy or Asian. I can't wait to try it. This is delicious. It's got just a little bit of kick to it, but the cucumbers cool it off. It's only going to get better the longer it sits, and I can't wait to throw some pasta or chicken in with this. It's going to be on repeat all summer. In case you don't have a Trader Joe's near you, I searched all over town. This is the closest thing I found to that oil. It's the Chef Troy's Crunchy Garlic Chili Sauce. I found this at Kroger's. It's a new item. And then here are the other 3 ingredients that you use to make this salad. And the dressing, I did find it at Kroger's. Today, I'm making a bacon ranch chicken salad. So the first thing that I'm doing is just kind of chopping this up roughly. Now that I have it cubed up pretty good, I am going to come back through and kind of chunk it up just a little bit smaller because I do like mine in just a little bit of a smaller bite. And look at all this chicken. That was just one of those thin, boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I did switch out my bowl after chopping this up. It looked like a lot more. I'm just gonna slide all my chicken into this mixing bowl. I'm the world's worst estimator. Now I'm gonna slice up this red onion. And this is a little tip that my mama taught me, is that if you will rinse your onions after you get them, like the skin peeled off, if you will rinse them, it will not burn your eyes near as much. And we just need about 1/3 cup. So I would say that right there would probably do it for us. We want a little bit of green onion in here, and I have been experimenting with different ways of keeping my green onions fresh. And I'll tell you what I found. The best way is to wrap them in a damp paper towel. And I mean just barely wet, and put them in a Ziploc storage bag. Now I don't Ziploc it all the way shut, but I do just kind of close it up around it. And it will keep them fresh longer. Every now and again, just check that paper towel and make sure it's moist. And they've really been staying fresher longer. I love a good green onion, and there's nothing worse than when you want one for a recipe, you go in there and they're all limp. That was just one green onion, a good sized one. Now I know this is going to shock you, and it's me being from the South, but a big old Granger County tomato, yes, I love that, especially in the cracker salad. But to slice one and put it on a sandwich, that's just not my thing. I like little tomatoes just cut up in a salad, or I like them baked up with chicken. But these little things right here, when I buy a whole pack with just me eating them, because Patrick won't eat them and the kids, they're gone most of the time, they go bad. But I found these little teeny tiny tomatoes. They're called sprinkles. Look how cute they are. I found these at Trader Joe's. We'll get us just a good little assortment of these and slice them down. Look how cute they are. You really don't even have to do this, but I've got everything chopped pretty small, so I want a small bite of tomato when I go to get a bite of it too. And my favorite little handy helper are the real bacon bits. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of that in there. Now I'm just going to squirt in a little bit of my favorite ranch dressing. I'm going to start with a little and add till I get it how I like it. You can always add more, but you can't take it away once you put it in. And I'm not putting any seasonings in here because I have that wonderful seasoning on that chicken from when I baked it up. I'm just going to give it a little check here, see what it tastes like so far. Of course, it's going to taste better the longer it sets, but we'll see what we got. I'm going to put this in the fridge and let it chill for a while. Boy, I almost forgot to show you guys this chicken salad. I pulled it out later the other night and ate it, and then I didn't show it to you, but look at that. I'm going to have a little bit here before I get supper going. Friends, you're going to love this chicken salad. I love the little tomatoes in it. It makes it so good, and it's got a little bit of a tang, just a little something different than your regular run-of-the-mill chicken salad, and it holds up really well when you use the chicken that you've baked off in the oven. It really keeps its shape nice. And we had a couple loaves of some crunchy bread, and I had toasted it up earlier, and I just cut me off a few pieces of that and buttered it up and ate it with this tonight. And this made the perfect snack, held me over till I got supper all ready and done with. Another one I love to recreate at home is the Panera strawberry poppy seed chicken salad. I'm just cutting up some fresh strawberries here to go over the top, and I'm also cutting up some of that chicken that I've baked off in the oven earlier, and I'm using a bed of butter lettuce that I had. I really like that. At Panera they use Romaine, and I will leave you a link down below for a recipe that shows you how they cook their chicken, and it may have a recipe for the dressing. I'm just putting the chicken I had all over the top of my salad. I like that flavor. And then I just use a Kraft creamy poppy seed. I like to put a little bit of that right on the top of my chicken and my lettuce. Then just start building this big beautiful thing. I put my strawberries on there, just pack it full. And I like to use a whole little cup of the mandarin oranges, the little snack size cup. I use the whole thing. Then I just had some canned pineapple tidbits that were in my cabinet. I got them nice and cold, put them on top, and I thawed out some frozen blueberries. Do be sure and rinse those off really well and dry them before you put them on your salad so it won't turn it blue. This is the most beautiful salad. I love it. Every bite is like a flavor explosion, and you don't even have to go out of your house to get it. So good, so delicious, and so pretty too. It's a good one. No video on salads is complete for me without the Georgia cracker salad. I'm going to show it every chance I get because I love this salad. You start with one large tomato all diced up. If you're lucky and it's the right time of the year, get you a Granger County tomato. I've got 3 green onions and 1 hard-boiled egg that I've diced up and put in, and I'm adding in a 1.5 cups of mayonnaise. Stir that together. Don't forget your salt and pepper. You want to make sure you put a little bit of that in there. And I am mixing all this together. I'm not ready to eat it yet, so I'm just going to cover it and put it in the fridge. You don't want to add your saltine crackers until you're ready to eat this. This is definitely a salad that you need to eat right when you make it. It's not really good leftovers unless you maybe eat it on a saltine cracker. But when you're ready to eat it, just take a sleeve of crackers there and you want to crunch them up. Don't just demolish them into dust. You want to leave some big chunky pieces and stir it together. I know it sounds crazy and weird, but you're going to love this. This is my favorite summertime salad. I like to have it even sort of like a relish or something, like when you would have beans or like coleslaw with beans. I love this Georgia cracker salad. Let me know if you've ever had it or if you plan on trying it. I want to hear. And if you're interested in anything else on this plate, I will leave a whole playlist down in the description box of my entire spring and summer type recipes. And that's a delicious pecan apple, I believe, chicken salad, and one of the best pasta salads that I've ever eaten. If you enjoyed these recipes today, I would love it if you would give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget, if you're interested, to check that link below for Rita Cutlery. Would make a great Father's Day gift or treat for yourself. Use that code MOMMAMAIL10 to get 10% off your next purchase. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, and I don't ever take your time for granted. Until next week, I send you love from my kitchen.